From dangerous rulers to shocking discoveries, here are the top 10 secrets of ancient Egypt. Number 10. The Great Pyramid. Built as a tomb for the 4th dynasty ruler Khufu, the Great Pyramid of Giza is one of the most iconic structures ever built. However, it took 20 years to construct and was made with incredible precision. With each of its 2,000,000 stone blocks weighing an average of 2.5 tons, the pyramid was built with such accuracy that many believe it may have been constructed using advanced tools and technology. According to researchers, the construction required a workforce of 20,000 laborers and 4,000 architects and engineers. Even more impressive, the pyramid's sides are aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal directions, with the largest deviation being only 3 arc minutes. This level of precision is so accurate that some believe it's impossible without modern tools and technology. But archaeologists found no evidence of these tools or technology in or around the pyramid. Number 9. Unread scrolls. Archaeologists have discovered thousands of ancient Egyptian scrolls, but most have been too damaged to decipher. In 2016, an international team of scientists developed a new technique to analyze fragile papyri using non-invasive imaging. Using this technique, they were able to read a scroll written by an unknown scribe who lived near Alexandria in the 3rd century BC. While the scroll isn't a groundbreaking discovery, it shows there's still much to learn from ancient Egypt. With thousands of scrolls waiting to be analyzed, who knows what secrets they hold. Number 8. Lost City of Heracleion. Once the capital of Egypt, the city of Heracleion was lost to the sea for nearly 1,500 years until its rediscovery in 1998. Located on the Egyptian coast of the Mediterranean Sea, the city was destroyed by a series of earthquakes and submerged beneath the waves. It wasn't until a team of archaeologists conducted a survey of the seabed using high-tech sonar equipment that they discovered the remains of the once great city. Since then, they've uncovered countless artifacts, including a sphinx, a harbor, and countless treasures. But there's still much to explore and learn about the lost city. Number 7. The Red Land. After the Egyptian ruler Tutankhamun died in 1323 BC, his successor began a reign of terror, executing anyone he suspected of disloyalty. The most famous victim was likely the boy pharaoh's widow, Ankhesenamun, who was only 15 when her husband died. When she married Horemheb, her father's advisor, Horemheb became the most powerful man in Egypt, but he didn't hold on to power for long. He was succeeded by Tut's former advisor, Hay, who had Tut's name removed from monuments throughout the kingdom. Even after all this, it would take another 50 years before Egypt would be ruled by a pharaoh with the title restored. No, 6. The New Kingdom. From 1543 to 1069 BC, Egypt entered what would become known as the New Kingdom. During this time, the Egyptian Empire reached its greatest territorial extent, stretching from the Levant in the east to the Nubian border in the south. During this time, Egypt became a true superpower, conquering new lands and building new cities, but it wouldn't last forever. By 1150 BC, the empire had collapsed due to internal strife and external pressures. Number 5. Ancient Egyptian medicine. The ancient Egyptians kept detailed records of their medical practices, which have been preserved for thousands of years. One of their most notable discoveries was the use of opium for pain relief. They also kept records of various diseases and their treatments, as well as the human body's anatomy. In fact, they even performed brain surgery, which was a highly risky procedure at the time. Despite the risks, the Egyptians believed that the brain was the source of wisdom and that it could be healed if removed and treated. While some of their medical practices were questionable, there's no denying that the ancient Egyptians were pioneers in the field of medicine. Number 4. Ancient Egyptian religion. The ancient Egyptians had a complex religion with a pantheon of gods and goddesses. They believed that the pharaoh was a god in human form and that he ruled with the help of his divine wife. They also believed in an afterlife and that the pharaoh's soul would live on after his death. To ensure the pharaoh's smooth transition to the afterlife, they built elaborate tombs filled with treasures and provisions. But despite their belief in an afterlife, the Egyptians also engaged in some pretty shady behavior. For example, they kept prostitutes in their royal palaces and even allowed them to perform rituals. While the Egyptians believed that their religion was the one true faith, other cultures saw it as a bit hypocritical. Number 3, ritual cannibalism. While it might seem shocking to modern audiences, ritual cannibalism was actually a common practice among the ancient Egyptians. Archaeologists have found evidence that the Egyptians practiced a form of ritual cannibalism during the late period, which lasted from 664 to 330 to BC. During this time, the Egyptians believed that eating the heart of a dead person could help them live on in the afterlife. As a result, they often prepared the heart of the deceased for consumption. They either boiled or roasted the heart and then ground it into a powder that was mixed with other foods. The resulting mixture was then eaten by the mourners as a way of absorbing the dead person's soul. While this practice might seem disturbing to us today, it was an important part of Egyptian culture at the time. Number 2, mysterious death of Cleopatra. When Cleopatra died in 30 BC, it brought an end to the Ptolemaic dynasty and the ancient Egyptian kingdom. But the circumstances surrounding her death have been the subject of much speculation over the centuries. Most historians believe that Cleopatra committed suicide by allowing an asp, a type of venomous snake, to bite her. However, there's no direct evidence to support this claim. In fact, the only accounts of Cleopatra's death come from Roman historians who may have had their own biases. Some have speculated that Cleopatra was actually poisoned by her lover, Mark Antony, while others believe that she was murdered by her brother and lover, Ptolemy XIII. With no concrete evidence to support any of these theories, Cleopatra's death may never be fully known. Number 1, buried treasure. Throughout history, there have been countless stories of explorers discovering lost treasure. And one of the most famous examples is the discovery of the tomb of the Egyptian pharaoh Tutankhamun. When Howard Carter opened the tomb in 1922, he uncovered a treasure trove of gold, jewelry, and other valuables. But that's not all. He also found something else that would shock the world, a curse. According to legend, anyone who disturbs the pharaoh's tomb will be cursed. And sure enough, after Carter opened the tomb, strange things began to happen. People connected to the discovery started dying mysteriously, and some even blamed Carter for unleashing a curse. While there's no evidence to support the curse claims, it makes for a fun story nonetheless. Thanks for watching. Which of these ancient Egyptian secrets shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like these.